Instead of throwing all the rocks in the hole, throw like.
After spending some time doing that,
yeah. There's the whole floor. It's just stone. There's no like grate where that hole is or anything.
You got nothing, man.
Okay. Like hang from the hole again.
Roll it. You roll a 17 for that.
And just like spread my legs as far as I can.
Roll again because, like I said, you're hungry.
20. And spread my legs out, kind of swing a little bit, see if I can feel any sides, like how wide the hole is.
You can see.
I can see. You said looking into the hole, I can't see.
You can't see at the bottom of the hole, but you see as you're standing up the width of the hole.
Okay, I'm focusing on hanging because I'm so hungry. And
you don't see
with the bread within reaching distance.
Still haven't eaten.
I still haven't eaten because it could be poisoned.
You could just eat the crust. No one would ever poison.
But now, like I said, you know that your captures
That is
are
a good
not
point.
Malicious. There's not any ill
Unless
intent.
they poison the batter itself.
It's a loaf of bread. The whole thing's crust. All the outside.
Yeah. They would definitely inject the poison.
it.
Yeah, because that's exactly what I'm going to eat.
Unless they put the poison in the batter itself.
Who
and
has
then
that
bake
kind
the
of
bread.
forward thought?
I mean, if you're doing it to say it's a building that they're doing this in every room.
They've just got a murder kitchen where they're making murder batter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could have a murder kitchen, would you not have one?
That is very true.
It's a very statistic building.
No, but that's all. You're good. I'll give you chips one at a time, and you're all done. We're in here having a group session.
I'm just going to say, you just rolled a nat 20 on a dead hang.
Yeah.
If he allows that to continue in, you should just climb down the hole.
That's why I'm trying to see how wide the hole
A lot of
is.
stuff with a nat 20.
You could just like drop.
Yeah, just put it in God's hands.
I
See
mean,
what happens.
Dive.
To the hole full of now piss and rocks.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's been an hour ago.
It could have been a nice drop into water before.
I was going to tell him earlier, that's not a good idea.
Just let her touch the fridge.
So can I feel like how wide's this hole? Wider than my reach? All the way.
It's probably two of those.
Two of these?
Two of those chairs, yeah. In a room
In essence,
a little bit
you
bigger
can't
than
read.
this size.
But you can drop.
It would be probably about from
Or
the
dive.
back of that bathroom wall
Cannonball.
to maybe the end of the front of my porch. It's probably about how big the room is.
Dude, just go out big.
Okay, so I just drop into it like this.
Really?
I mean, if
that's what you want to do?
It's a hole full of rock and piss.
It's really far. It's really far down.
Really far down.
Yeah, you're
to dive.
Covering my head,
Yes.
butt first. just like this.
Lands on
Going
the
down into the hole.
essentially just
But
crawling.
as I let go, I want to reach out like this as far as I can, see if I can grab the edges with my
And he's
feet and slow myself down.
Roll a
With
dexterity check.
You're going to need a nat 20 to pull this off.
Yeah, I mean, it's,
19 plus nothing.
for like 12 feet, you're slow a little bit, and then your hands are not hitting the smooth surface, and you're turning a little bit, and now you don't keep completely horizontal, so now you're just free falling, and so that's where we'll pan the rest of y'all. So.
As he dies.
Cut to y'all. 10 minutes later, splash.
It's broken legs. That's it. Just broken legs.
Like 3 minutes later, splash.
Yeah.
It's a really deep hole.
It's a really deep hole full of water and like 3 rocks and piss.
And a t-shirt. And a t-shirt.
And a t-shirt.
Okay. So, what y'all gonna do? Y'all wake up. The sun's peeking into y'all's eastern, into the eastern side rooms, which y'all didn't designate, I guess. Maybe you have an eastern facing room. So you wake up a little bit for the rest of them. Go downstairs. Where's my chicken? Yeah. You're already down there at the bar. You see this? Yeah. You came from.
Good to know.
You were a patron at the bar.
I've magically supplied myself to this
They've
bar.
been there for a while.
Okay.
You came from the iron, the iron road this way,
Okay.
and you arrive there. So, and do you react to him doing that at all, or
I feel like if I've
Durzba?
been, I was about to say, I feel like if I've been here for a few days, I've seen this happen once already. So I'm just kind of like,
There's that guy again.
yeah.
Here's
the angry, hungry man.
You've been casing the Desarian Valley, Wormford. Checked around for who you're looking for.
Yeah.
And didn't find any leads. Went by the Bragg Riding. There was some gossip that said that they thought he was heading this way, or that they seen somebody that met that description, because there's not many people that look like what you guys look like. What you are. And so that's what landed you at Red Lodge. They think maybe he's somewhere out in the Summer Hills. So that was your first stop.
So this is like, so I guess I haven't seen this yet. I guess my reaction would just be, you know, it's like, what is happening?
Okay, and
It's very early in the morning for angry.
Very early.
And as you do that,
Yeah, it's very early in the morning. Like,
Never too early for
yeah,
chicken.
I think he's asking for eggs. I'm just like, what?
as you do that, as you slam your fist on the table asking for eggs, this woman
Okay.
comes to the bar. That is unless Kel, you would know that. You wouldn't know who she is.
Yeah.
She says, "We don't do that here, wrong." So this is a nice establishment. If you want to do that, go over to the Hamilton High School. Okay,
Chrome on chicken.
I understand. I don't know what kind of arrangement you met with my staff here, but you can be patient. And she kind of gives you a condescending look. Okay, very good. Now are y'all waking up? What are y'all doing?
Yeah. I'm gonna wake up, roll out of bed. I'm going to walk over to the window and see if I can catch any sunlight from my room.
And you're in a western facing room. I mean,
Yeah, so
not from your room. You just starting. You had a pretty good night's rest. Your sleep was very restful. When you wake up, it's now probably, we'll say, 7 a.m.
I just sigh a bit to myself. Trance.
There's no electricity, so they're making most of the day. Everybody's awake probably right now.
Yeah, I make my way over and put on my clothing, my attire for the day.
Okay, that takes you about 10 minutes. You get suited up, ready to go, ready to tackle the day.
I also, is there running water?
No, in your room.
Not in my room.
No, I guess you have a luxury room. Like you said, shower head with a bucket, pull bar rope in there.
I just want to go and wash my face.
And the bathroom is really nice in there. The shower space, no toilet or anything, but it's just like stone with a hole cut in the floor.
Okay.
The rest of the flooring is hardwood, if that matters. So nice bathroom. By today's standards, that would be considered nice.
All right. After I do that, I make my way over and unlock the door. I try to be silent, since I guess you're still sleeping.
You see mage staff outside with the car. She's walking into other rooms. You realize you're not first up.
Right.
So I wake up after he leaves and get ready, do the same thing, and start heading downstairs.
You see, you go downstairs too, or you just upstairs? Just
Yeah, no, I make my way downstairs.
Y'all come out roughly at the same time. You're not too many strides behind him, and y'all see her at the bar as well. Kind of less Raquel. Fair skin, red brown hair, steel gray eyes. And she's got a very commanding presence about her because she's smiling the entire time, and she owns the space behind the bar. You know, that's her area. You kind of get the idea that she's probably the owner that the tavern hand didn't want to disturb last night. Right. She's humming the whole time, and she's counting the dishes, or cleaning the dishes, or counting the drawer.
I approach the bar and say, "Excuse me, miss. Where might we be able to find a bite to eat in town?"
Well, you could rustle up something for you here, or you could also go to the Helmet High Sun if you're looking for a little flirting this morning, or if you get your drink on early, or would like to, if your ears are burning, there's a lot of gossip that goes on over there.
Okay. Seems like it might be a worthwhile venture at some point throughout the day. It's a bit too early for my blood to get started drinking just yet, but do you happen to have any chicken?
And she looks at Grom.
Chrome has chicken.
She said, "Do I have chicken?"
Chrome give him chicken.
And so she just, without a word, she disappears in the back. You hear some rustling going around. She's in the storehouse, looking around. She doesn't see anything. She disappears. You see her come around the back. It's kind of like an employees only area that you can see into through the tavern. Cuts down one side where you lose sight of her. Here why does Crom keep telling me we have a chicken here? And she rouses it up to awake. He wiped the sleep out of his eyes. It's supposed to be about to sleep in. Well, I'm not preparing a chicken for Crom or his guests. And so you hear fryers start up and things like that. The kitchen, the chimney's being stoked, the fireplace. And they're getting ready to prepare the chicken. And she comes back and she says, "If you want to eat here, it shouldn't take more than maybe 20 minutes.
20 minutes. That sounds favorable. Do you also have something green? Maybe any fresh produce?
She pulled out a head of lettuce and some nutmeg bread. It's called. And check. This is what's on the bottom.
Yes, it was for some reason.
Yeah, it's just like the bread you didn't eat before you fell in a hole.
Yeah, I can't believe you did that.
Yeah, I meant to take that with me, but not knowing how deep the water is, for all I know, it's piss-soaked bread if I would have taken it.
Crazy.
That hunger will keep me away for swimming.
Well, I mean, with a 3-minute fall, I don't think you're going to be awake for swimming.
Yeah.
I covered my head.
Have you seen that moment in Lord of the Rings where Gandalf is like, "You shall not pass," and then like they tumble for like eternity? That was about 45 seconds.
My lower half's going to be pretty sore.
Big bridge is about 100 foot up, and when you jump off of it, it hurts. You've only got like a 3.5-4 second fall.
Yeah.
So
There's
you
a
basically
She
fell
sets the bread on the counter that's a bunch of mashed nuts and things like that they're famous for. If I can find the name, I won't find it. Red Lark is known for its nourishing, though otherwise unnoteworthy food called home cake. Home cake is made into moist loaves from nuts, chickpea mash, and chopped roots and greens. Turkey and wildfowl scrapes, all baked together. So she sets this bread on the counter, and it doesn't look very appetizing. She said you can be well fed off this. I guarantee that you could eat on this alone and be well sustained. It's basically like the bread the elves make for. It's the equivalent of what they can make. Yeah.
Wonderful. This looks like it will tide me over just wonderfully.
She's just beaming ear to ear because she's really proud of this bread. It's what's put Red Larch on the map. And now for this bread.
And I take a bite of the bread, and I want to.
Flavorless. It barely has any flavor from all the, different mixtures.
I want to roll performance
just
for.
It's not dry, it's moist, but it's just flavorless.
I want to roll a performance for putting on a show that this bread is the best thing that I've come across in recent time.
But with just a couple bites, though, you feel like you've eaten an entire jar of peanut butter. Like you were very full. It was very nutritious.
Good. 14.
She smiles the whole time. She believes that you think this is as good as she does.
Wonderful.
So last.
Say what?
That's the thing.
You still wearing the
Put
sack?
the sack on this morning.
Oh. I don't know how well seduction those sack heads going over.
Yeah, he's just walking backwards and be like, "I am quite attractive."
So that's
That almost just came out with those.
is that just straight charisma that I'm rolling on his behalf? 17.
17. Okay.
Everything's
She's kind of looked at you and him both now, side glancing both y'all. But as she hovers back over the drawer, she's just captivated by that piece of gold. She turns back and she goes, "Are you adventurers?" It's not too often we come by people carrying gold.
Adventurers we may be. Alright.
Just kind of nods agreeably. It's been quite a while since we've had well-armed, well-meaning people pass through the city. Gives you a curious look.
Do you guys get much traffic through the city?
We do, but it's usually just come and go types looking to rest along the way before they continue their journey elsewhere.
Well, it seems like not too many opportunities to make an impression then.
You're correct. You certainly made an impression on me. And she looks it back at you, to whom she got the money from.
Crom chicken?
Yes. And she gets fierce back. Sorry to keep you waiting, throws her hand up. Starts fanning herself. She walks back into the kitchen. About 20 minutes later, the hired hand slaps some dishes down in front of all of you at the bar. He says, "Seat yourself if you don't want to sit at the bar. I appreciate that." I got woken up rather rudely. Guess he's just looking at you now. So.
You know about chicken?
Is this the gentleman?
This is the one that helped y'all last night.
Yeah. Thank you so much for preparing the chicken. Get back to your rest.
Seems like he's wanting to sleep now and turns around and walks
And
Good chicken!
I'll slip one gold piece across the table.
He takes it. He's pretty bewildered too. And
I figured 2 requests for the chicken might speed things up a little bit, get us on our way sooner.
Crom like you. Crom follow you now.
Cheers. Cheers. All right.
I'd like to, I guess, approach them and say, overheard her question. You are adventurers, yes?
Depending on the day, the moniker might fit from time to time.
Is you wouldn't happen to know anywhere to go catch some good gossip around here, would you?
Actually, she did mention a place. The name escapes me at the moment, but I'm sure that we could ask again. She said gossip was fairly prevalent there. Seems like the place to go if we're looking to dig into any adventures around here.
I guess if she's still behind the bar, I'll ask her. Is there a place around here to pick up some information, maybe?
you're looking for the helmet high sun.
The Helmet High Sun?
Just across from here.
Well, I've about eaten my fill. Shall we make our way to a slightly livelier part of the town?
Let's go.
Crom go.
Onward.
I'll introduce myself, Petrichor,
Durzba.
Durzba,
Crom.
Crom. I picked that up earlier with the chicken.
Crom.
Crom. Nice to meet you, Crom.
Crom like you.
Good.
I'm Eriton.
Alright, Eriton. Alright. Got it.
And what is it that you do?
Mostly pray.
Mostly pray. that is a noble endeavor. Noble endeavor indeed.
Thank you.
And to whom do you pray?
It's Tisha. She's
Forgive me, I am not
goddess of
trained.
the sea.
Goddess of the sea.
Yeah.
Well,
You see, he's got a shield strapped to his back with the emblem of just a wave across it.
at least that is a goddess of something that you can feel, you can see, you can acknowledge its existence. It seems these days that we pray to really anything that gives their mind a reason to turn. Saddens me, really.
This is true.
All right. So you're in the market for an adventure.
I
Let's
am.
see.
I am searching for someone.
Searching for someone.
Yes, not long ago, I was working aboard a ship as a helping guide, praying for safe passage from his Tisha, and also earning some coin along the way.
Of course, man has to
Get to know
live.
each other while we're
Yeah, and I returned home to find my home ransacked, my family gone. And,
You're kidding me. Do you live around here?
originally from the Gold Coast,
Gold Coast, okay, yeah.
and it's I don't know where we are in relation.
I don't know.
It's far away.
Yeah, we'll consider it far away.
Yeah.
Quite the journey that you've had to make to wind yourself up here.
Yes.
Are you hot on the heels?
I am hot on the rumor trail.
Hot on the rumor trail. Well, that's almost as good as heels these days.
Almost.
Well, it would seem if we're done with our chicken for the day, we might be free to investigate. Seems like that might be as good of a place as any to start our day.
All right.
Crumb help.
Help. I appreciate that, Crom. Good guy.
Brad's still over there at the bottom of a well.
I'm
Yeah.
still down. I'm trying to I'm kind of listening
He's
into
just
this,
coming
but only as like me knowing it, my character not.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see if I've broken anything and if I woke up face down.
What are you talking about?
When we get back to
I
my
haven't
hole,
figured out if he's survived the
we get back to
fall.
my water hole. If I broke anything and if it's infected by urine. And,
Hey, urine is sterile.
oh, there you go.
It's only
But I was
sterile for
googling
people
it. I don't know how like if there's any like different properties to elf urine in 5e that they've
Elf
made
urine
canon.
heals people.
Yeah,
Pee on it. Just pee on my leg.
just pee on it. But what if elf urine has poison in it?
Just spit on it.
Spit on the urine.
Elf urine. Poisonous to all but elves.
Yeah.
Y'all got to know each other with it.
I told him, you know,
His recent plight.
yeah, the sailor looking for
We've all agreed to go together.
the man that did
Very nice.
wronged him.
I like that. That's so easy.
I don't know what y'all's backstory was, but
I don't know if it's so much.
If y'all want to tell
Crum's
us the backstory for
following.
brevity, y'all can just wrap it in your summary, or y'all can just roleplay all that. Or if you don't want to tell anybody anything, you don't have to.
catch a chicken.
Did you disclose why you don't like him, or is that still?
I haven't asked yet.
Well, technically, he doesn't know that he is him.
Unless
Still? Are you drunk? Are you hungover?
No, I know who he is now. I don't know where the hooded guy went.
yeah.
Okay.
you're just gonna like
Somebody
have
forgot
to
to
go
put
to the
their
restroom.
hood back on this morning.
Okay. I got you. So yeah, if y'all want to.
So, is there any like visible distaste at this point? In the,
You've
hard
been
staring
like
the whole
not
time.
staring, yeah, hard stares.
Like daggers, yeah.
all right.
So I asked Crom why he doesn't like Dragonborn.
You stole chicken.
Who stole chicken?
Dragon Man stole chicken.
Should we seek revenge on the Dragon Man, and where can
Dragon
I find
Man
him?
bring chicken.
So I have to give you a chicken, and then you'll be happy.
Crom agrees.
I'll find you a chicken.
Wait, so there's no deep metaphor for your hatred of Dragonborn.
They stole chicken.
A Dragonborn legitimately took a chicken from you, and now you are aggressive to all of their kind.
They stole chicken.
Makes perfect sense to me.
perfect
Seems as though you
sense.
could do a service to your entire race
Okay, man.
by alleviating some animosity.
To go across the street
You
And
can
I
go find a
deviate.
chicken.
and go find a chicken and just kind of make it disappear from somebody's ownership.
You have to roll an investigation to find
You
a
want to do
chicken.
that?
Sure.
Do we
You're gonna go try to.
steal a chicken?
Rustle up a chicken.
Yeah. As you contemplate that, you remember that you passed that place that smelled like a chicken house. Anyway,
Yeah.
anyway, so you don't have to roll intelligence.
And also, you
It's
contemplate the fact that stealing chicken.
now, yeah,
It's
roll
illegal.
honor system.
So 18 plus, what is it, investigation?
No, honor system was charisma. Add your charisma modifier. You should have a stat written down for honor system, and then you'll add whatever your charisma modifier to it.
Oh, if you did it the right way. Honor check 12. So
And then plus your charisma.
Charisma modifier.
um,
So it's right there.
plus 2. 12 plus 2.
One sec. I think I have to use this so soon.
I like how he just steals the chickens to just buy him one.
Yeah.
You can cheapskate.
For some reason, I think it's more genuine that he steals the chicken.
Yeah, he's like, you know what? Dragonborn stole chicken from you. Dragonborn steal chicken for you. When I was making my character, I read up because I was going to try to do a character voice, but I read that their voices sounds like whales singing, and I was like, I'm not.
Okay, 12. You said 12, right?
But inspiration,
14.
if you had.
What?
I said,
Okay.
but inspiration. if
You
you
realize this is kind of a moral gray
We'll work
area.
on it.
That someone did him a disservice, that she would be kind of propping up an entire race in his eyes. And so, although you kind of think it's somewhat of a disservice to your God and the people to whom you're going to take it from, you think that in order to save face for yourself and all Dragonborn, you think this might be an endeavor you're willing to commit. And that's what we'll leave it at that on your honor. And so you can go ahead if you want to go and try to steal a chicken. Head that way. Y'all all leave together, or is this going to be a solo thing? Will y'all sit in the bar and he goes with them? Y'all do
I'm solo.
solo sneak on out there.
Yeah. I deviated from.
Okay.
So I walk back to the place that smells
You
terrible.
step out, you head south from the long road. As you head south, you see this little girl chasing chickens just up and down the street
Mm-hmm.
with that woman just kind of overseeing her, just kind of watching. She's not letting her out of her eyesight. She's letting her have a run of the road, and there's people now, just,
Yeah.
residents, denizens there, just walking around the street. You get the idea that, this is kind of you can leave your doors unlocked at night, kind of group of people that, she just run around chasing chickens. So very convenient for you.
So you met some Canadians.
So I meet the kind elderly grandma and tell her the plight of my situation and see if she can do anything to help.
How do you tell her the plight of your situation?
Well, she kind of scoffs at you. You want to help that drunken buffoon of a book. I suppose we could part with one of these chickens, and after taking in the entirety of your message, she's going to jack the price of this chicken up, and she said that she'll part ways with one of these chickens, as her granddaughter is very fond of them for 8 silver.
Sure. I'll do it. I'll spend the money to create a friendship.
To not have to deal with those dagger eyes.
And she wraps her arm around your arm and arm. She said, "Now we wait." And she just kind of pats you on the arm. And obviously now she's going to make you wait. You get the idea. For her granddaughter to play with these chickens,
Mm-hmm.
you can run as she's, as you get your purchase. So you stand there for the better part of 3 or 4 minutes, and then the little girl runs up to you. Well, you see her chasing the chicken, and she's got a wooden block with a handkerchief tied on the top of it,
Mm-hmm.
and doing this little number. And as she's chasing the chicken, she runs up to you as she's passing you, pursuing the chicken, and she says, "Grandmama says they're not real. They're just like the pictures you see in the book." And then she just keeps running. She runs off before you have time to ask her anything about it. She's back chasing the chicken with this block of wood.
Fake chickens.
I'm curious as to what's not real.
The chickens aren't real. They're fake chickens.
She's been carrying on about. She thinks she saw some ghostly creature about 6 miles north of here. She got a little ways out of our sight and chased the chickens on.
So what is that?
She's a little lady.
She can't keep up. So,
About 6
Sound
miles
like
long
in
road.
my car.
She was chasing the chickens.
Had a big front yard.
She was matching some red berries around there, staining the beach. She likes to play dress up. Sweet little thing has been going on and on for about a 10-day.
so I inquire more about the beast. What, if there's any other rumors she's heard about it?
My daughter, I believe, my granddaughter is the only one I know to say anything about such a specter. She's been blathering this on and on to any listening ear she can. Old LeBaron's shop, Lawrence Bakery, just anyone who'll give the time of day.
So I'll take.
She wears chicken down. They tie her out. They finally give up, basically, and she's picking them up and petting them and like tapping the block of wood on one of them's beak, pecks her foot. And she starts squalling, and so Grandma picks her up. She said, "Come on, dude." None of that. I shush, baby. He sets her back down. She's like, "You want that? The one that just pecked her foot?" She's like, "We'll get rid of the mean chicken. This nice man's gonna take it from us." And she said, "He's all yours. You pay for him. He's rightly yours." And she walks her and her granddaughter further south
Woman just sold
to
you
the
a stolen chicken.
second shop you pass on the way. What do you do?
So what
The
happened?
chicken darts off now. It's on you to catch it. They're walking back south. It's going north. Conveniently back towards the end.
Conveniently back towards the inn.
Yeah.
I give chase to the chicken. Do I need to roll for whether I catch it or not?
No. About 2 minutes later, you catch it. It didn't continue going towards the end. It went east a little ways, right in front of a shop. Welders, Wagon Works. There's some, broken wagon wheels out. He's tightening some wheels out in the front yard. And,
Tightening his nuts.
stops the chicken and you catch up. And for gravity, if you want to talk to him, you can. If you catch the chicken, he helps you catch the chicken. What do you do?
Thank the man for catching the chicken for me, and
Not a problem.
go about my way and head back towards, what was it called? The
Swinging sword.
Yeah, this is that the one we went to?
That's the one they're currently at. Wait, right? Is that the other dude?
Yeah. So I head back to the
We were
swinging
getting ready to go
sword.
to the helmet.
Hi, helmet.
Yeah, helmet high son. I can't remember my handwriting. I was like, helmet.
So y'all leave and go straight to the helm, or are you telling me anything about your encounter?
Yes. So I have chicken.
Good chicken. Come take chicken. Keep chicken forever.
So I've heard a rumor that there's a beast of some sort that a young girl has seen. I don't know how factual it is. Should we go inside to see if anyone's heard of this beast?
A beast of what sort?
How did they describe the beast?
I forgot what he said it was. A specter. A ghost. It was.
Well, I do remember being young myself, and seems like a far more types of situations like that befell me then than they do now. But it may be worth a second look after we at least dig up some information at the city hotbed. Shall we make our way?
I'm gonna put the chicken on my shoulder. His name is Smog now.
So we make our way over there. It's right across the road, correct?
Yeah. Walk out. You see it. It's a dirty tavern. Broken glass window pane.
As soon as I get out into the sun, I just make some gestures, draw some shapes, zen for a second, and then make my way across.
Okay.
I can't help but feel like we had like a very nice lead-in to this campaign, and
Just
shit on. Dislocated
It's
ribs.
very nice.
Hold on.
We all just woke up at one place together. And was like,
Yeah,
oh,
He's
hey,
on a
how's
mission
everybody
for
doing?
his patrons.
I gotta get my stuff somehow, but I don't know
Yeah,
if there are. If they just like threw me in there and like, what are we gonna do with this stuff? Throw it in the hole. It's just, I'm just like cleaning rust off of my weapons
I
and.
just like the idea of somebody like opening the hole, like, all right, I guess we can go get them. And, like,
Yeah, like 5 minutes later.
They just hear like a.
The construction team's gonna be here like Tuesday to like fill in that hole that's in there, but we don't figure it'll cause any trouble now.
Right across the road from Swing Sword and stands the ramshackle 2-story tavern. Rusty metal grills of the small, dirty windows, like I said, it's broken. The tavern name's very, noisily painted all over the top, just above the door. It's kind of gaudy looking, kind of betrays the establishment is run down, dirty, squalor.
Seems like my kind of place.
Atop the sign is a rusting, oversized adornment. It's a warrior's bucket helm with 2 eye slits, so it's basically a bucket just with this eye slit cut out. As you walk in, very dimly lit. It's wood paneled tap room. Open tread, wooden floor staircase to the upper floor, no handrail, just the wall on the one side. Across the back of the tap room is a long bar with 3 copper candle lanterns hanging over it. And a stairwell. You see visibly it's, raised door over it. You assume it's a stairwell. Okay, what do you do?
Make note that it's probably a good thing we have Crom with us.
It's a brawl. Breaks it up. We have the big man.
That is fair.
I would like to approach. You said there was a bar with a barkeep.
Yeah.
Right there. I'd like to approach and buy a drink. Just an ale.
Where's your nails? That'll be 2 copper. Friend.
I throw him 2 copper. And I'm gonna ask him if he's seen any earth generosity roll through. I'm about to say because
You know what? Drink a little bit. Let the alcohol take hold of some of the constitution of the rest of my patrons, and if they've seen it, their lips will loosen.
thanks for the advice.
As you glance around, you see about several people there. 4 dwarfs, a couple humans, and a halfling. None of them really exhibiting any signs of drunkenness yet. It's only, by this point, it's probably 7:40 in the morning.
Alright.
Very specific.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't take it long.
So I'll relay the information to them. Barkeep says once the liquid starts to flow a little bit more, the lips tend to loosen.
Seems.
He overhears you relaying the conversation back to him and said it might be best just to come back around noon. He said these dwarves are pretty stout-hearted.
Crom, make dwarf talk.
And he just booms over there. You men don't want to make nice with this gentleman, do you? And they just kind of grunt and keep drinking.
Crom, make dwarf
Some of
talk.
them are playing Dragon Chess.
What about with the promise of a round? All round. On our behalf.
Roll persuasion.
Well, that's going to be 9.
it's going to take a lot more than one round if you want any information from us.
Grunt make dwarf talk.
What about the
Intimidation.
promise of
Roll.
9 and 6. It's 15.
Okay. How do you intimidate it? What do you do?
Dwarf talk now!
The other 3 dwarfs just stand up and advance, pull chairs up closer to the other dwarf, and he turns around, sits backward, his chair facing you, and just gives you a stern look. And then the others pop knuckles.
I believe what
And the
my
tavern guy just starts laughing.
I believe
Bruising.
what
Slam
my
my fist through the
compatriot
table.
Roll another intimidation check.
20.
Just
Slam your fist on the
starts
table.
very like,
Shit,
alright. So I'll tell you what. First that round.
I approach the barkeep and I say,
You're gonna pay for that.
"Excuse me,
You're gonna
sir.
pay for that table. This isn't a swinging sword. I'm not doing deals with the enclave over here.
Sir, I'm sure that we can discuss
Get
at
out.
the table.
He points to you. He's like, get out.
Sir, just a moment of your time, please. I would like to cast a different light on the situation. Now, as it were, you have what seems to be regular customers that populate your establishment.
Thankfully, I do. Until someone
Yes.
comes in here breaking on my
Yes, of
Furniture.
course. But
nowhere for them to sit.
may I
How much does a table cost?
hang on.
5 copper.
May I also
Sentimental.
No, I
suggest
say 9 copper.
that
Silver.
the regulars that pay for your establishment also might be a tad bit of a hindrance to the growth of your overall bottom line, because they tend
It's
to.
all the other dwarves and the halflings and humans and all are just kind of like staring at me. Is this guy serious?
And I can't help but to wonder if having things shaken up a bit might not be the first step in possibly resetting the whole nature of the atmosphere in here.
And the dwarves just start slamming glasses down the table.
And I believe
Throw them out.
I believe that
Throw them
I
out.
want to slide the barkeep a gold and just be like, keep the drinks coming, fix your table.
All of them roar, stand up.
all right.
Dwarf talk now.
So you made me happy. So they're obviously very happy. As you were. The dwarves ready to talk. So you sit down.